hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and tell a friend. On the docket today, we have My Big Fat Fabulous Life, Season 11, Episode 3, My Big Fat Alabama Fama. Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. First off, the first off storyline is fake. Okay, let's get into it.
All right. Guys, as you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Can't wait to see your comments on this. And thank you for all of the new subscribers that we get through our Sister Wives commentary and Whitney's commentary as well. All righty. Go ahead, Jamal.
Okay, so I with this show for the first time in a long time, I had to take notes, or make key points because this show is so stupid. This is bad. This is bad. This is all time bad because everything's bad and everyone's to blame. I blame everyone. I blame Whitney. I blame Glenn. I blame Hunter. I blame TLC. I blame everybody for going on with this bullshit. Okay, so the first one of my key points is let's start with. I want to start with Jessica. Here's why. She does not like water. She's like you can see on her face the panic. Like she's like, "Are you serious?" That you want to start doing aqua content. Here's the thing with that. Number one, shooting by a pool is not really that great. Granted, Lenny's probably gonna be the cameraman, but I'm not a fan of electronics and water. That's just a me thing, especially like small electronics. Could be knocked in the pool, whatever. Now, with the way that No BS Active is set up, is that there is a high impact and a low impact. So that's kind of hard to show the difference, in my opinion, with water aerobics because it'll all look the same to me on camera. Because intensity, it's hard to show that versus when you're on dry land, you can show someone doing a compound movement versus someone just doing a basic move. It'd be very difficult to film and to translate. And my thing is this story. To me, this is a storyline a little bit because Whitney, you have to know that your friend does not like water or pools. So why would you even suggest that?
So that she could then threaten a job.
Okay, I'm glad.
Because you heard that dig, right?
Yes.
About not getting paychecks. She does the same thing with Lenny every episode. He's now her official ass wiper and dog walker.
Exactly. I have written down Jessica in the pool situation, and then the money power dynamic. She was quick to throw out like, well, if you want your paycheck signed, let's call a thing a thing.
She wasn't hired to do water though.
Right. We don't hear nothing about No BS Active as this show's on the air, and you're the only one talking about it, Whitney. You're the only one. I've seen no promotion for No BS Active. It doesn't pop up in my YouTube feed. It doesn't pop up on any of my web searches, my look up fitness companies. I don't see none of that. To me, and I'm going to date myself a little bit, No BS Active is equivalent to Proud Snacks on the Proud family. Like Proud Snacks might pay. Proud Snacks, like Trudy said, when Oscar's like Proud Snacks pays for these bills, she's Proud Snacks might pay a power bill or two, but the other bills is not so much. I see No BS Active is the same way. We only hear about this when the show's on the air. Don't see you promoting No BS Active on your Instagram. What about what's going on with that? Where's your PR team? Is No BS Active akin to the Bailey agency that's only an in-season business only? We need to know.
Listen, Bailey Enterprises is making money for Cynthia.
She has, yes.
Did you see her latest collection though? It looked really good.
Oh, I got to go watch it.
Yeah, since she started hanging out with Sutton, she working that because Sutton be putting in a lot of like new and upcoming avant-garde people in her little boutique.
Right.
How much you want to bet the Bailey collection gonna wind up in there?
I need to go see that.
Her latest bag collection though, take a look at it. It's really cute.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But No BS Active, no one sees that, and the app still looks real dry. So I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So don't nobody care about No BS Active outside of Whitney's house. Don't nobody care about No BS Active. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Well, let's call a thing a thing. I don't think Whitney cares about BS Active either, because if she did, she would put more energy into it.
Which is why Ryan left her ass, but that's the whole other story.
Right.
All right, let's see.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Susan. Hi, avoiding eye contact. Tracy, Susan. Hello, my loves. Welcome to this mess of a show. What do I have down here? This episode, I just felt like it emphasized Whitney's need for control in all areas, and it was very frustrating to me. And did you see she ordered 2 pizzas? She's keeping the sausage and green pepper one for an onion for herself and getting everybody else cheese, which she's gonna eat half of herself.
Right. Okay, we're gonna get to that.
And did y'all peep Hunter's Rolex, his little Rolly? What did he do in New York?
Some kind of musician. He does something. But he's doing all right.
Say so.
So another point I have is Glenn's like fascination with how cows are milked. I'm like, okay, this is a fake storyline as well. Because here's the thing. When I'm another reason I'm frustrated is because like y'all had a whole year to plan this storyline out, like a whole year, and this explanation, Glenn said like, oh, I've always been interested, like ever since I was a little boy, because my uncle's parents who lived across the road had a dairy farm, and I've always been interested in the process. I'm like, okay, well, first of all, wouldn't your uncle's parents be your grandparents? That's the first thing that stuck out.
I didn't understand how he phrased that, but okay.
And then, like, you're trying to tell me that you were fascinated by this your whole life, but you couldn't just walk across the road and go ask and milk some cows back then?
For real.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who saw this, right?
It was weird. It didn't make any sense.
Okay, thank you.
But again, Whitney thinks this is a good idea, and production went along with her.
But the execution was so bad.
Tracy, why are you putting so many cows in here? We gonna get to that.
Okay, that's my second. God. So that was my second point. Like, what do you have right now for your points or whatever?
So my first point. Hold on, I have a PowerPoint presentation. No, I don't. I do. I wish I would have a PowerPoint presentation. I want this. Select tab. Okay, I want this one. All right. So first we was talking about the Rolly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then is Whitney wearing her mama jewelry? I don't remember Whitney having, like, I remember that cheesy ring that she bought for herself and said it was from the Frenchman. Mm-hmm. But these bangles, the gold ones, not the beaded crap, like this feels like Babs. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit too classy for Whitney. What you mean, where's your binder? That's Whitney. Whitney be doing the binders. I do presentations. All right. And then we see Angie. And when we see Angie, we get this look from this heifer. This is the look we get from this heifer because we see Angie. And she keeps on commenting on how much Angie looks like their dad. True or false, I don't know. But why she look like an angel? They make it Angie look like an angel, and then we got this girl looking like evil. Child, production don't like you neither, Whitney. All right, and then, oh Lord, poor granddaddy, when he got this pillow, and he asked, "Who's Madeline?"
No. It says Maddie. He's like, who's Maddie?
No, the girl's nickname is Maddie, but on the pillow at the bottom it said "Love Madeline." So he said, "Who's Madeline?"
No, I could have swore it said who's Maddie.
No, everybody knows her as Maddie. So he wanted to know who Madeline was. At the bottom of the pillow is signed "Love Madeline."
Oh, I thought it said like "Love Maddie." That's why I had it written down.
Oh, wait. Okay. Sunway says her father gave Whitney her mother's jewelry. It is Babs' jewels, according to Tracy. Whit did an IG video of the jewelry she has from mom. So if she got the jewelry, she can't be fussing and fighting about who get more money in the will. Tracy, who that? That was embarrassing though. Glenn just like, I feel like Glenn is overwhelmed. He's not as sharp as he used to be.
Well, he's still in grief, so I'm not surprised. It just, and I'm gonna say it again. This is just pure exploitation by Whitney.
Oh Lord. During this whole first video chat,
I don't believe this.
But here's the thing though. Glenn barely said 5 words. Whitney took over that entire conversation. And then with the hand on his shoulder as if taking possession. Yeah, he might have given, might have created you first, but he's ours. And like, why was Hunter there if he couldn't be a part of the screenshot? Like, I don't understand. This made no sense to me. And why didn't she put this on her TV? Like, remember during COVID, she used to put she used to connect her laptop to the TV so that she could do the whole thing on her television. And it would be a wider angle, which would incorporate all of them together. Because remember, she used to lie down on her couch and do video chats. Why didn't she do that in this instance? Like, this just doesn't make any. She's so fucking irritating to me. And then, of course, we get out to the dairy farm. I'm just going to go through this real quickly and then have nothing else to say. Once the cow kicked over the milk, which I thought was a great metaphor for this whole season, we see Whitney pulling back on her daddy as if he needs your help, girl. I just don't understand. And then the rest of this was this really ridiculous outfit that this girl has on. Why would you wear this out in public? Just what? Why? Oh my God. Why are we seeing this? Why? And look at her paid dog walker. Lenny, I just don't understand. Okay, so now I just need to flush all of those scenes out of my brain. Hey, Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
A mess.
All right. I just needed that little amuse-bouche.
All right, Tracy said, did you expect anything less from Wade taking charge and making it all about her? No. Tracy says, also, okay, look, I'm fluffy too, but would never dress like a cow going to a farm.
I know. I am fluffy as well. There's no way that I'm dressing up like a cow so somebody could call me a cow. God knows I call enough people cows.
Hey, Stacey. All right.
She irritated the dog mess out of me. Oh, and the last thing is when she had a comment on the distribution of the will.
Wow.
I would give Hunter more money too.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's start. Okay. On my list. Okay. To me, they're too familiar with Angie, right? Her name's Angie, right? I'm still
Yeah.
getting used to her. It's too familiar. We all know y'all spoke all off season, or y'all probably been speaking for years.
But
Quit
she
playing with
said in
me.
her confessional that she hasn't really spoke with Angie other than the first time. She's lying.
Exactly. Lies and fake deceit. Just annoying. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just that works my nerve because there's no way you guys couldn't. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the
Hi,
thing.
Silver Goddess.
Oh, okay. I'm trying not to be super irritated, but I am with these things because we all know how reality TV works, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Angie had to sign a release to be on the show. Everyone in
Mm-hmm.
her family had to sign releases. She had to sign on behalf of her like the granddaughter had to be signed for as well. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna sit here and tell me that the day before production y'all just start talking. Shut up! I'm going to need you to stop this. Stop it. No, 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 no. You're not. Well, I'm not gonna let you do this to me. I'll put it that way. Other people can fall for this bullshit, but I'm not doing it with you. This is stupid. This is
Oh my god.
stupid. Like no one fall for this BS. It's just unbelievable how she thinks she's smarter than everyone else and is the dumbest person in the room. Dumb bitch. Oh gosh. That these scenes right here, and I understand what they're supposed to do. I really do. But they just send me over the edge.
Oh my god. Maybe Lenny can milk Whitney. Nothing will
Oof,
come out but dust.
oof,
Tracy,
oof.
just seeing Wit makes me drink almond milk from now on. Oh, almond milk causes bloat along with oat milk. Try coconut milk. It's much better. Um,
Like those for me. Those are the scenes that just irritate me the most. Just how they try to portray this as some new thing. It's not new. And in that same vein, okay, how long do we know they knew their house sister?
mhm.
My guess, I'm gonna give it 2 to 3 years because it's too familiar. They speak they talk quite often. I'll put it that way. That's my take. And I do want
Mm.
to point out in that couch confession, no, when Whitney said, "I just wish Mom was here because she would have been like so happy to have like a great," I'm like, "Shut up, Whitney! No, 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 no!" And this is another thing I'm gonna go in on you. You're stupid, and I thought you were, ma'am. If Babs had wanted to know this child, she would have had Glenn reach out a long time ago to try to figure out where this child is.
Mhm.
I hate blatant stupidity. Babs, here's the thing, Whitney, again, disrespecting your parents' marriage because Glenn said this on this episode. They were of one mind. So
Mhm.
Babs knew he had a daughter. You not go sit here trying to make us believe that he didn't tell her that. Just like we know that Babs was married before Glenn. My opinion is they got together and said, you know what? We are not going to bring any of our past lives into our new life, which I think is the smart way to go. Whitney is an
Well,
idiot.
okay, so Stacy says, "Do you think that they were told while Babs was alive?" And I'm assuming
Yes.
you mean the children. So, yeah, I feel that the
Yes.
kids knew about it when she was alive. Silver Goddess says 100 billion times percent agree with Jamal. Tracy said they said Babs knew all along. Yeah, Babs knew, but I don't
Yes.
think she encouraged him to try and look for her or Jackie. And we don't know if the adoption record was sealed or not, because back in the day they used to seal it so that you could never find the kids. Based on the story that was given to us, Angie found this connection to Glenn's sister through an ancestry.com type of DNA service. And was it Angie or one of her kids that found his sister? It was one of her kids that found Glenn's sister through the DNA thing and said, yo, we real tight. Let me tell you, he's very lucky that these people were responsive, because I found a first cousin on my father's side, and not that I was looking for them, but they was there. And nothing. She sent her daughter to reach out to me, but my actual first cousin, no. So there's two sides to this. How they are being so open and welcoming. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, just based on my own personal experience.
I'm going to put this out here like this. How can I say this? The story is very convoluted. So my thing is this. When Angie was 18, I think you can go get your I guess your records. I think you can request them, I think. So I'm sure both parents' name are probably on the adoption papers. I think they have to be. My thing is this, like, you had to have known the stories, or someone had probably told the story, like, he was like in the, I guess, a Marine, like, here's his name. Like, if you just type in his name and
Jamal, I'm gonna shut you down right there. I'm gonna shut you down right there, because we thinking about 1960s, United States of America, in southern states between Florida and Alabama. She wasn't gonna find that. Sorry.
That's fair.
They had that was and if that was a private adoption, oh no.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about today.
And she went to a girl's home. Let me tell you, that young lady
True.
was from a family of means. They sent her to a girl's home to have that child. Private adoption, record seal. She was never gonna find out.
That's something about in today's digital media. You're absolutely. I'm gonna retract that back. Yeah, if like you said, she was sent to a girl's home, probably under a fake name. If she was of means to save the family name, to keep that from being tarnished.
Because what the parents told the neighborhood, she went to see Aunt Matilda out in Texas.
Okay, I'm gonna go with your story. I'm gonna retract what I was thinking. I'm gonna go with your story for the time. Way more plausible.
Yep. And they now they can't seal adoption records because they want children to be able to go back, or parents to be able to go back and find. But back then, they used to seal them. And if you went through a private adoption, there's no record of it. Like, there is, but they're not going to put like father's name on it. They might put the mother if they gave the right name.
Right. No, I mean, thank you for taking me back to the 60s versus today.
And down south, the region that they were in, because remember, she got pregnant while he was stationed in Pensacola. But this girl is now in Alabama. And that's like 2 hours drive. Who's to say the girl's home wasn't in Alabama?
Right.
So I don't think she could have found that.
Your explanation makes way more sense than mine, because I'm thinking today's age versus 60s. South 60s.
Right. Right. And you got a little coin, white coin.
Right.
Mm.
So,
Child.
so what do you think about Lenny Crack at Whitney's face talking about we could go straight to marriage? Her whole face just hit the
Let me,
ground. I was just like, I'm like, why y'all fixing?
let
I'm like,
me.
Whitney. I'm like, Whitney, fix your face. Fix your face.
But in the confessional, he made sense to me because he's like, well, when you get to a certain age, you know what you want and what you don't want. So why be messing around? I was like, oh, okay, Lenny. You really are off the whatever you was on when you was with Whitney first.
I mean, he still makes it. I think what he's telling her is like, you missed your chance.
That's right. All of
That's what.
this.
Yeah, that's what he told her. Like, you had your chance.
Yep.
I tried. You thought you was. She in her mind, she's too good for him. Sorry, that's the way she comes
Yep.
across.
Yep. But get this, right? What if he was saying, okay, you made me put up with your fake storyline last year, making me chase after you last year, making me do that stupid kiss on the dock last year. I'm definitely not doing that stupidness this year. So I'm going to go and get me a girl. Keep it casual because, I got to get stroked. And I don't need it from you, but I got to get stroked. And then it turned into something different. And so now he's like in a real relationship. And he's like trying to illustrate to her, stop making up your life and let your life naturally happen and see what rewards you get. I don't know. I just feel Lenny be taking pot shots at her like he's the new Todd. He's the new Todd.
Silver Goddess is
Yup.
Winnie is so jealous of William. Right? Remember this happened last year with Buddy.
It's still happening
Remember?
with Buddy. She hate Courtney or whatever her name is.
We'll go with Courtney. It sounds right.
Yeah, I think it's Courtney. Y'all help me out in the chat because I can't be remembering these people names.
Here's my whole thing with Whitney. I'm not understanding what she thinks she has to where these men should just wait around for her. I'm so confused. Like, Buddy wasn't supposed to find anybody. He was supposed to wait for her. And then, Lenny tried with her and she kept saying, oh, I'm your boss. I'm your boss. Blah, 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 blah. And then she expected him to wait for her. I'm like, why are these men supposed to wait for you?
But you know what I noticed? We are on episode 3 and we ain't heard nothing about the Frenchman.
It's her grief. That's what she'll say. It's, oh, I haven't spoken to the Frenchman due to my grief.
But he hasn't called to give condolences? Is he not on production anymore?
Yeah.
I mean,
like I said,
y'all
he's
so
too
serious.
busy. He's too busy having croissants and cappuccino with Isabel in the hotel. That's just my opinion.
I'm just saying, like, you had this whole serious relationship with this person. We took a whole season to hear about how amazing he was and how y'all was gonna meet and all of this bullshit between 2 continents, and we ain't hear not one mention of the Frenchman, period.
And all the hoops that you had to jump through, and you was gonna invite him on the Thor family vacation with a binder for him and everything. And
Okay, so Silver Goddess says the Frenchman is long gone. Silver Goddess, the Frenchman was never here. The Frenchman was never here. I just can't with this gal. I just can't. And I am just going to say this right now. Don't nobody come after me about kindness, because I think Jamal was far more unkind this episode than I've ever been.
I don't think I was unkind. It's just like, and here's the thing: stating the facts as they lay is not being unkind. It's the truth. And I tell people this all the
You
time.
tell that flaming twat that said that kindness matters to me.
I tell people all the time. I said, you know what? Not everybody is for everybody. And my thing is, if someone's telling the whole hard truth based on the facts that are presented, and you're mad, that's a you problem, not a them problem.
Hmm.
So the truth, and also like there's always been a saying, a pretty lie and ugly truth. The truth is not always pretty. The truth is
Okay.
not always pretty. So
Tracy.
therefore,
Uh-huh.
no, I'm just saying the truth as it lays. Like, there's no point in going along with the show like this. I'm using this as an example. There is no point in going along with a show like this when the timelines don't make sense, when the stories don't make sense, and you can pick out the lies within the storyline. You us sitting here and pretending like, oh, this is the truth and this all makes sense, it all fits. That's a disservice to us, our intelligence, as well as our audience's intelligence. Because if we're sitting up here going along with the bullshit and not calling it out or saying anything about it or questioning, then our audience is going to look at us like, don't y'all see what's going on here?
Exactly.
And nowadays, like, people are way more reality TV savvy than we used to. Like, way back when we was watching the Real Housewives of Orange County, we was like, oh, they got the money and the coin and this and that. And then when people start getting, like, foreclosed on camera, stuff like that, yeah, that's kind of the that's when you learn to question things, or I did. You can't take everything at face value when the value doesn't match. And we are what, 3 episodes of Whitney, and the whole storyline has collapsed on itself.
Much like her cow outfit.
And so regardless says the math ain't mathing. No. And again, I don't mind. We know reality TV is produced overall. We understand, like, there are certain things they have to put in place for the story to move. That's completely fine. But when you have a whole year to plan this out, granted, I'm sure Babs' passing wasn't planned, but it happened. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Babs. That's when you can adjust. And Glenn's demeanor for me is concerning because he looks like a deer in headlights, like he's still in complete shock. And to see him sit up there, scene after scene, being exploited, is concerning. Because, like we said on last episode, the way they're doing the Glenn, what they did to Babs last season.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, as much as we saw Babs, think about how much filming she had to do to get what they got to put on the screen. And I'm looking at Glenn the same way. As much as we're saying Glenn, this is not Glenn's Fat Fabulous life. This is my, aka Whitney's, Fat Fabulous life. Glenn is a part of your life, 1000%. But everything can't be central to Glenn and his grief. Whitney, you're exploiting your father for a piece of coin. And you're probably not breaking him off that much anyway, because you're selfish. You probably get 85% of the revenue from this damn show anyway. But we know it ain't going to No BS Active due to the condition of that app. But I digress. So, you exploiting your dad, period, point blank. And I hope other people see this and call it out, because it's not right. Babs was bad enough. This is, even to me, is a little bit worse, because you're literally seeing someone in grief and they're not having the time to really process it for themselves because they're being filmed so much.
Ciao.
And this goes back to your point of how selfish she is.
Yeah, the fact that she thinks that this is good content, chilling.
It's interesting how she has no qualms about making other people's pain into her content.
Well, it's a way of making herself feel better or superior, depending on the situation.
And I'm gonna
And
ask you about.
making herself feel important because her coming in from episode 1, I'm the head of the family and I'm in charge and nyeh, 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 nyeh. No,
Let's
you ain't.
let's talk about that part. How did you feel about? Okay, I'm talking about the scene at Glenn's house in that room
In
when
the
she said like,
downstairs bedroom.
yes, when she came at him like, I'm the manager of this family now. I don't understand how the men just put basically the men put this on me. Blah 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 blah. He's all, but I'm just like, I don't understand why she playing. She loved it. She's always wanted to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why she's playing. But my whole thing is this: you're not gonna throw a shoe at me and me not throw a table at you. I'm just saying.
She was just behaving really stupid. Like, okay, he did trash that room. Let's just call a thing. When I say A, I'm gonna say B. He did trash that room.
Agreed.
He has, I'm sure he's not sleep. Well, it seems like he's passing out down there. He's
Yes.
probably sleeping. He's probably still has his old childhood bedroom upstairs, right?
Right.
So he's just spreading his filth around. And if I just did the clean out of that 2-story home, and you know that this is going to be converted into Glenn's new master bedroom downstairs. Um, and I was using it as a storage room until I could get started on it. Why are you putting the dog, not the dog, the cat, pooper scooper, litter box, litter
Litter
box,
box. Litter
litter
box.
box, litter
Litter box. Yes.
boxes inside that room and then not cleaning it out? I found that offensive. Why are you leaving your empty liquor bottles in the ensuite? I find that offensive because your dumbass didn't invite me over to have some of that Patron. And why are you down there doing jam sessions in the bedroom with cat shit lying around? Like, you ain't making no sense. So I'm getting scared that you messing back up the place that I had to pay Lenny overtime for to clean up
Right.
in the first place. So what are you doing? Go take that shit up to your room. This gonna be daddy's room if I ever release him from my house.
Right.
I don't know. I just like I didn't like what Hunter did. Hunter's coming across as very lazy. Very lazy. Oh my God. Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love the kindness here. Kindly put towards some Trader Joe's and Costco snacks. Thank you so
I'm
much,
Costco
Tracy.
corner.
We will do that. We will do that. Um, I, I I was baffled by Hunter's behavior. I was baffled by it.
I'm gonna be honest, and I agree with everything you said. Part of me, this is the part of me, this is the devil part of me. The devil part of me thinks he did that just to get on her nerves and to send her into a tizzy because he's sick of her.
Agreed. But this is your dad's. This has been like dad's future room for seasons now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because Glenn has been falling a lot these last few seasons.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So why are you gonna desecrate your daddy room?
Fair.
Because you know he was
Yeah.
fucking up in there.
Right. 'Cause I'm still looking for like, why you got alcohol in the bathroom? What were y'all doing in there?
They was
I just,
fucking.
I just like,
He was bringing the bottom bitch home
I'm just
instead of getting a hotel. That's what he was
right.
doing, and he wasn't taking them upstairs to the room.
No, he wouldn't do
He
that.
took them into the storage room.
I mean, but and I get it. To your point, that's Glenn's future room. Blah blah blah. I'm like, I was looking at Hunter. Like, you could have given her a coronary by like messing up the living room or the kitchen. You have to mess up the dad's room.
Well, I'm just thinking about Glenn. Like, I don't know, like, have I ever had sex in a primary residence? Oh wait, yes I have. Never mind. I take it back. Okay. I have. All right. But not while under the same roof as a parent of a primary residence. I was the primary resident at the time. And technically, my name is on the deed. Sort of. Anywho, it's complicated, y'all. It's complicated. Gross. Yes, yes, Stacy. It is gross. I didn't like how that room looked. The feces was the biggest turn off for me. Um, the empty alcohol bottles. I was like, dude, like, wait. I called you over for a piece of pizza. Why didn't get called over for some shots? I don't understand. Um, Tracy said he's just a slob and doesn't care. I would believe that. I would believe that. Did Hunter offer Glenn a room at his place? He ain't got no place because he's still at home living with daddy. He don't have no place because he left.
Right.
He left
No,
New York.
He lives at the house.
Yeah. Can you imagine the smell of that room? Those were some gigantic turds. I was like, what is did a cat?
Here's the thing.
That's not cat turds.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I'm going to use logic here. Forgive me, okay? You with me?
You think that they set up the scene?
You with me?
Yes.
And here's why. Here is why. Because if that was a real litter box, right? With that much feces, there is no way you're going to sit in that room and film a whole scene and not mention the smell. I'm sorry.
For real, because along with turd, you have urine. And then there should have smelled like stone cold shit and ammonia.
Thank you. But you're not going to bring the smell up, though. You brought up the fact that the litter box is there with the feces, right? With the huge turds, right? But you're not going to mention the smell.
Like, that looked like dog shit, not cat shit. That was like big. Right. Like, I had a cat when I was little, and it's small little logs. I don't know what behemoth laid that, but if the little Siamese cat that I saw running through there, if that poor cat let go those number 2s, y'all need to take that cat to the vet, because it's obviously not digesting the mice that it's eating.
But in fairness, Pirate is huge.
Wait, what's Pirate?
Pirate is huge, though. Pirate is like the size of a dog. Oh, that Jesus. Big, huge cat that she had in the beginning of the scene.
I only saw the little Siamese. I didn't see no other one. I try not to look at her. Eye-watering smell, y'all, because it had enough feces in there that looked like several bowel movements, and
yes,
you do more peeing than bowel movements. So the ammonia smell should have been permeating that whole ground floor. Yup. That's a mess. That is a mess. Oh my God. I think I'm frozen. Sorry. Hold on. Let me check something here. Oh no. I am still live. Okay, so it's Jamal that's frozen. Hopefully we'll get him back soon. It's usually me that's frozen. Sorry. Yes. So yeah, Tracy. I know we're frozen. We're trying to work through it. Jamal hopefully will be back up soon. So I don't know. I try to have patience with this show, y'all. I really do. But my mind wanders. Jamal, are you back? Jamal?
I'm trying to. Can you hear me?
Yes, there you are. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So weird. Like it will do this sometimes. Like the Wi-Fi just kind of has a mind of its own sometimes. Okay. Anywho, but yeah, at this in this stage, this show is like at this point, with this particular show, it's more about just calling out the bullshit at this point because we can see what's going on here. There's no point, like I said, no point in pretending and going along with this when we can clearly see this is manufactured.
I cannot wait for Angie and her crew to come in here and really unsettle Whitney and her need for control. I'm looking forward to it. I like Angie's personality because I think it'll cancel out Whitney's, because Whitney wants to be that fun, inspiring individual, but she lost that a long time ago. And I'm hoping that Angie can bring a little bit of that genuine niceness that used to be this show when it first started. And I hope that she takes Glenn away. Shit, at this point, I hope she take Hunter away too. Mm-mm. Oh God, Tracy, you're
Yeah, this
trying
show
as
needs to go
well.
away. To me, I think it's hard. It's like I said, any show that you can see the flaws and really see the cracks, it's hard to get through because it just
Uh-oh. I think Jamal is frozen again. Oh, darn it. Okay, so Jamal, let's see if he comes back. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills starts on November 1st. Oh my God. Wait, what do y'all think about Shannon Bedore, Shannon Storms Bedore, getting that DUI? Whoopsies. Ah, hold on. He's coming back. Okay.
how's that?
Yay! You're
I tried going back out.
back. Glenn seems excited about his new family. Of course, because he's sick of Whitney. I want the dance class back. That would be nice. I think we miss Todd. I know I do. I miss Todd. Except for when he tried to steal the business from her, but okay. We'll let that go. Anything else on Whitney's episode this week? Jamal, are you frozen again? Oh no. Just want the dance class back. Not surprised. They all end up in jail sooner or later. Jesus, Susan. You're so pessimistic. Not all of the housewives end up in jail. Well, probably about a quarter, maybe. Oof, it's sad. But I hope Shannon gets the help that she is obviously needed for several seasons now. I'm kind of glad I didn't watch this season. Jesus. Anyhow, y'all, I think that this is a signal for us to shut it down. Yep, there goes Jamal again. Lost the signal. So, guys, thanks so much for joining us today. No worries, Jamal. We're gonna wrap it up now. So until next time, which is tomorrow, I have to now go and watch all of TLC's 90-day nonsense so that we can talk about it tomorrow. So up tomorrow we have 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, 90 Day The Last Resort, and 90 Day Fiance UK. So I have to go and watch all of that now. Pray for me, y'all. Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you so much to the new subscribers. We really appreciate it, and welcome to the tribe. And again, thank you Tracy for that I guess, is this a super chat? I hope so. A super chat But thank you so much for the donation, and we will go and buy snacks, and we will talk about it on our Costco Corner / Trader Joe something. We'll make up a name. Okay, y'all. Take care, and until next time, bye.